really since the establishment of Nelson as a settlement, which was in 1841, we've known that the basis for how that settlement was established has been flawed. A tupuna at that time essentially agreed to the establishment of what would become Nelson as a rohe, as a region, but subject to two really important conditions, which were then enshrined in a legal agreement or a Crown grant. And the two critical conditions were firstly that all of our papakainga, our wāhi tapu, our places where we cultivated kai would be protected for the whānau hapu and iwi. And then secondly, that from the Nelson settlement, 1/10 of the land that would be set aside would also be reserved for us in perpetuity, so forever. But unfortunately, almost from sort of, day one of signing the Crown grant, those legal obligations were essentially breached. We've been in court, or we've been before Parliament, or we've been before the United Nations since about 1850. So this is one of the original maps that was created in the 1840s. At the time when the Nelson Tents reserves were being established across the rohe. And so a lot of this type of evidence was presented through our court case in the High Court in particular over the last 16 years. And the value of this sort of evidence is that it clearly shows what the Crown was required to do at the time in terms of actually laying out those areas of land that needed to be protected and reserved. And we were able to show through the court process where they had failed to do that. So there was absolutely an intent, that reflected the legal arrangements at the time, and the maps prove that. The issue was that the Crown never actually went through and reserved all of the whenua in the way it was supposed to do.